there was a sense of, I'll say the positive first, a sense of pride about the fact that she was entrusted with protecting the things in Arlington House, but then also a sense of she was enslaved. She had no choice but to do what she was told. And so it was kind of a mixed, I had kind of a mixed reaction. So a sense of pride and also a sense of sadness.
Yeah, she had a duty to protect it because she was an enslaved person, but she clearly took pride in what she was doing and went over and above, what was her assigned duties to make sure that these artifacts, that these things were protected. She understood the importance of that, and she took that very, very seriously, which I think isn't something important to note because she was an enslaved person at that point in time, but she felt her national pride, however you want to put that, and took it very seriously to protect these artifacts.
She's not taking her responsibility seriously, like Alvin was saying before. The tent might have been destroyed. So it's not the tent itself that's important, it's what it represents in terms of time passing and the accomplishments in this country in terms of creating a republic and a democratic society. And I hope we can continue to preserve it.
One of the things that I was reading, they referred to the tent as the first Oval Office. Preserving the tent is symbolic of preserving our democracy. And they talked about how George Washington, could have been a king or a dictator, but he felt it was important to create a democracy. And him, with all the other people that architected the Constitution, built a democracy. And I think that the tent is a symbol of preserving that democracy. So I think that's very key, particularly in today's society. I believe that part of the whole history, the significance of the history to my entire family, the Syphaxes, the Gray family, how all of those tied together, and about some of the accomplishments of some of my relatives over time. I mean, that's all that legacy that was left to us by Selina and Harry Gray, her son, and many of her other children and so forth. I think that's important. I think it's something that's a sense of pride that I want to pass on to my children and have them pass on to their children, that we can continue this legacy. Because, when you look at what our great-great-grandmother went through, survived, the entire family, not just her, but all of the people that were enslaved at that point in time, any problems, any things that we go through today, minor compared to the things that went on in history that they had to deal with.